showered in 6 days. All right, Xavier, we're going on a road trip.
Los Angeles.
2,000, how many miles?
2,000.
A lot. And 28 days of walking.
2,048.
2,048.
27 days.
27 days. How many states do we pass through? 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 states. 27 days. 2,000 miles.
What's going on, guys? For everyone who follows my channel, you might already know Xavier and I are leaving Chicago today in about 2 or 3 hours, and we are heading to LA. And we are walking to LA, leaving today. Xavier, do you want to say hi to them? Are you excited?
Yes.
How excited are you?
Very excited. Taking around.
Very excited. He is very, very excited. So, send me some money, bro. I'm hungry. I want to buy a burger for lunch. Help us. Well, we are walking to LA, day 2. We've only gone about 60 miles so far, and the reason for that is because I had to stop and say hi to my kids yesterday. I did get to see the 2 big ones. I haven't been able to see the baby since about, I would say, February of this year. So I talk to them every day. I see them on video chat, but in person, I haven't seen them since around Christmas, Valentine time of this year. And again, that's due to the very dangerous situation that has been transpiring around me. I'm walking to LA to try to get away from it. It's homecoming for my kids. Happy homecoming. I never got to attend school dances as a teenager. So it's always been a dream of mine, you know, to be there with my kids for their special days and events. Since I was robbed of all that opportunity as a teenager, as a child. Again, I have no criminal record. I have no problem with substance. Just dealing with a shitty situation, you know, I'm trying to make the best of it. Me and Xavier, well, I've been really cranky so far, so hopefully today we could like crack some jokes, listen to some music, and just make it a better day, more enjoyable. I love you guys. If you guys can donate, please do. Any little bit helps. I really need to wash my clothes. 2 out of 4 pairs of my pants smell like urine. And you guys know I'm super OCD. It really bothers me. I've cried about it about 3 times. So I love you guys. Have a great day. I just want everyone to back the fuck up, leave me alone, and back the fuck up. It's very simple. I'm leaving the state. I'm walking to California because I've been so harassed and stalked in Illinois with 0 assistance from police. I'm even being stalked and harassed by the law, who never arrests me. Like, please, cop, please, lock me up. I love to go inside. I've been outside for 40 fucking days with barely any showers or meals. Please. And I tell him, if you don't want to fucking stay with me on the low, not telling people our location, you need to walk the other way. Go somewhere else. Leave me alone. He says okay and expresses understanding and then gets right back on the phone with the ops telling them where I'm at and what the fuck I'm doing. If I this motherfucker, know that I've given him every fucking chance. Know that shit. If I kill this bitch, know that it's because he's letting people know who want to hurt me where I am at. Please and thank you. FTR. FTR, this lying ass nigga. Straight liar. I'm walking to Cali. I already told him about 50 times, don't fucking walk with me if you're a lying ass bitch. If I'm gonna fall asleep and my pills are gonna come up missing. If I'm gonna fall asleep and my money's gonna come up missing. If you're not gonna keep any of the promises that you've made. Every time his fucking phone rings, he goes and walks 30 feet away and says, what's that? What's that? What's that? So you're talking to your father, but you have to walk 30 feet away so that I can't hear the conversation. And now he feels that at 37 years of age, this man is 37 years old, he needs to tell his father the route that we're taking. You need to fucking leave me alone. Okay, okay.
Take a picture.
Remind you, motherfuckers. Every photo on here has been curated by myself while also dealing with unlawful eviction, being raped, robbed, beaten repeatedly. Sadness, depression, being separated from my children for no reason that makes sense legally or ethically while I have legal custody. No money, I'm hungry as fuck. I do this shit. Send me some money, bro. I'm hungry. I want to buy a burger for lunch. Help us. Xavier's already hungry. We only been walking an hour. Xavier, tell the people how hungry you are. Hungry. Arby's has 2 for $7 on the Euros. Let's see. Xavier's already done a taste test.
I got you a Dr. Pepper.
Now we've popped his Wendy's cherry, McDonald's breakfast cherry, and Arby's cherry. What do you think?
I got you a Dr. Pepper.
What's your favorite?
The curly fries.
What?
Large curly fries.
No. From McDonald's, Wendy's, or Arby's?
Jewel.
I want you guys to know that I look and feel like total asshole because I don't get to wake up and shower and throw on makeup and sit down and have a nice breakfast and some coffee. I wake up in a tarp, which we're trying to fix right now. So we're looking for some sort of other situation, a tent or something, because it's too cold and the tarp is getting soaking wet. But we're at Home Depot right now, and if you guys want to help us on our journey to Cali, please screenshot the next screen. This is what we're in need of right now. Look at how pretty this is. And then the contrast. The busy road, the nature, the babbling brook. Look at this. Is that not like a babbling brook, or what do they call that? A babbling brook right there, no? So pretty. All right, you guys, for the update, Xavier and I just got some snacks at Walmart. We spent like $20 and we got enough meals for the rest of the day. Some sopa, some tuna, some Kind bars, some coffee, protein, etc. and so forth. We are walking through Batavia. I believe we are on the far west end of Batavia. So we are making progress for sure. We are walking through Batavia. I believe we are on the far west end of Batavia. We're somewhere between 60 and 70 miles out from the city. And again, that's all been by foot. So I'm looking for creative ways to save time. Maybe like we could hitchhike, not hitchhike, but maybe a kind person would offer us a ride for like 1 mile or like to the next light. Just so that we could save up time here and there. And I'd be willing to accept little rides, like 5-10 minute rides the entire way. Because I would love to make it there in under 21 days if possible. Google says 27, we're pushing it to the limit. Look at how they walk. Can you guys see them? There's 2, I think they're a husband and his wife. There, and there. Oh, you guys, oh my God, they look like flamingos, but they're not pink. That is so crazy. We don't have that in the city, do we? All right. We had to stop and take a little break for a snack. And someone stole my knife, so I haven't been able to peel my cucumbers. So if there's pesticide on them, blame the person who stole my knife when I'm dead. And lastly, I need to trim my toenails, because if you've ever walked across the country before, you would know that if your toenails are even just a tiny bit long, and I'll show you guys my toenails in a second, they're not that long, but like the little bit long that they are, I'm getting an ingrown toenail already and like chopping up the skin on the sides of my toe. So I'm gonna do a little mini pedi really quick and then we'll be on our way. FTR. Okay, so this is not a joke, you guys. The last time I went and got a pedicure, the lady literally looked at me in my face and said to me, I said, do you have the razor? And she literally looked at me back and said, we're not allowed to use that. Like, I'm sorry, that's the only reason I would pay for it. Do you think that I'm paying $50 for a pedicure so you could paint my fucking nails? No. I need the razor. Look at the bottom of my feet right now, okay? I want everyone to see. Look. Do you guys see that? You guys, I just checked my Cash App right now. We had 7 new donations ranging from $1 to $25. You guys are everything to me. Thank you so much. You have no idea, absolutely no idea. That's the shit that keeps us going. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Even that dollar is just as appreciated as the 25. I know, that we can't all do as much as we'd like for each other. If it was up to me, I'd have $1,000 to each of you guys in all your accounts. So anyways, just taking the time to set up a Cash App, or even say, hey, sorry, I wish I could help you. There's nothing I could do with cash. Can I send you something else? You guys are the fucking real MVPs. So
Thank you.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. Guys. Cutie. You guys coming with us to Cali? Or should we just catch you on the way back? Okay. Well, get some rest. We love you, and we'll come back with sugar cubes and carrots. Have your coco senza. I wonder who wrote that. Looks like they're having a problem with rapists and racist cops out here in Kane County. That should be investigated. You can only see what? Here I am with no filter.
I wasn't making fun of the filter face. I'm just saying.
Yes. We've been walking now for, I think, 4 days. We're almost 2/3 of the way to Iowa. Lakeshore Drive to Pacific Ocean. Hi, babies. Hello. What's wrong? I love you. Hi. Okay, so if you guys have been following for a while, you're aware that there was a lot of corruption with regards to my life that began in 2015 when I was exploited by an officer. I'm sorry, also extorted by an officer for information that I didn't really have. And he was basically like, do whatever you need to do to get the information or I'm taking away your children. So I was like 4 parts pissed off because it's like, number one, I'm not a trick. What other people do is none of my business unless they're causing harm to someone, in front of me. It's not my problem, nor is it my concern. I have 3 children. I'm a single young mother. I have other things I need to be worried about. 2, how dare you extort me? 3, how dare you exploit me? And 4, you're an officer. I'm supposed to be able to trust you. So that was just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the corruption. I was also, promised that when Dylan came home in 2019, everything would be better and I wouldn't be pushed around anymore and used and abused, so to speak. At the end of the day, that didn't happen. So I got jumped and stabbed by 3 women. I got beaten by a man with a tire iron. The police did nothing. And all of this came as a result of the unlawful use of my ex as a confidential informant. But since 2019, I've been unlawfully displaced from my home, thrown into the street, resulting in additional abuse, additional rape, and I just decided after calling literally every resource Chicago has to offer, and this is all documented if you go back to the one Heather GEE, which was my original Insta, or the HLG Forever _ This can all be documented every day since 2019. This has been ongoing. I have 3 children and I've always kept a roof over their head and my own. Okay, sorry, I had to make sure it was recording because Insta's fucking with me today for some reason. This is like my 30th time re-recording this. They just won't let it post. Anyways, the point is I have been fighting tirelessly through the most corrupt and abusive circumstances just to get my life back. And Illinois as a state, the police system in Illinois, and the court system I have police reports on file. I have all the medical records proving the stabbings, the beatings, the rapes, repeated robberies. I called Detective Rojas with Lombard to ask about follow-up as recently as a month ago, and she said there has been nothing, not a single bit of investigation. So that's what urged me to get the fuck out of there and head towards Cali and find someone who can help with this. I'm not just going to go the rest of my life accepting that my children don't live with me. What's up, you guys? It's Heather Coco Senza. So I'm super tired. I need all the vibes and energy and sunshine and good vibes that I can get, please, right now, because we've been looking for the gas station for 4 hours. I'm so hungry. Like, I'm starving. We ate breakfast at like 8 or 9 a.m., maybe 10. And I haven't eaten since. And my blood sugar's been dropping low. That's why I ended up at Delnor by ambulance the other day. So we're lost. God, please help us and guide us. We have no snacks. I need something ASAP. Amen. So I have a huge announcement for you guys that I'll be making once I cross the border into Iowa in the next day or so. I'm trying to push it and make it over the border today. We opened up part of the challenge that we could accept rides from people. Xavier says, but only if they have a pickup truck. So
we can both ride in the back.
That's what we're on right now. We're trying to make it to Iowa. So far we've walked probably 70, 80 and accepted one ride for like 4 or 5 miles. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we could find another ride for at least like a town and like get to Iowa today. You know, that would feel like progress. But anyways, I have a huge announcement for you guys once we make it there.
Thanks, guys.
It's still not letting me Good morning, you guys. Babe, let me look with this lily filter.
I look like you.
Cute.
I look like you when you use it.
Anyways, good morning. We got super blessed with tons of food yesterday, so we're going to be pushing through. If I don't have phone access in the evening tomorrow, in the morning tomorrow, I should by the evening. So we're going to try to walk a full 24 to our next charging location. If you guys have cars and you're passing by us on the Lincoln Highway or like wherever the fuck we're in Paw Paw, please pull over and offer us a ride. We will gladly accept. We are trying to make it to LA ASAP, and Google says 27 days, but that's if you don't sleep. So it's literally like 2 months for us to walk there. But it's a good experience. We're going from Oak Street. Who else can say they walked from Oak? Okay, you guys, so we are, like I told you before, in Paw Paw, whatever the fuck, Paw Paw, Illinois. Xavier's now taking a shit. So I wanted to be out of here by 7 a.m. First it was 5 a.m., then it was 6 a.m. I don't like having an unreliable partner for life or for this situation. And it's weird because, like I told you before, when it came down to it with David, when it came down to it with Eric, any of these other characters, it's like they seem to change and be very inconsistent. Like for 3 days, he's like the sweetest thing I've ever met in my entire life. So helpful, so kind, and likes a certain kind of music, has a certain kind of mannerism. And then like the 4th day, he's a completely different person, stranger I've never met before, doesn't know how to fucking fold a tarp or treat a woman. So anyways, we're 3 hours behind starting the day. Love that. Love it. Love it. What up? So we are stopping for lunch. It's noon. We're going to try to pull a 12-hour day today. Xavier, tell him what you had for lunch.
Turkey sandwich with cucumbers.
Turkey with cucumber slices. I made them last night in the tent. Again, shout out to the owner of Paw Paw Fresh Market for the groceries. You're a fucking MVP, bro. Thank you so much. Without people like you and all of your hospitality and kindness, this trip would not be possible. So thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. I am having some potato salad with a can of chicken breast, 15 grams of protein. I'm trying to keep my grams high so that when I get there, my muscles are lean and my fat content is low. But yeah, lunchtime. Oh, sorry, we made it to Prophetstown, Illinois. And we are almost to Iowa, and I promised you guys the big announcement once I made it to Iowa. So stay tuned. You guys are fucking... Alright, you guys, it's Heather and Xavier, Coco Heather Senza, Heather Coco Senza, and Xavier X Dos Equis. Eki, ek. This is our crib. These are our snacks. You've got your foot area down here. You've got your head area up here. Room for the elbows here and here. Get locked up tight.
Right.
What up, though? So what I was trying to say was, or like thinking of was, what a good invention it would be for like a mini projector, you know, to attach to your cell phone. And then like in the case of this tent, look at this. We could be laying right here and just using our cell phone to just project like the picture here. Good morning. We woke up in Davenport at Isle. It's like a casino and hotel. We camped out outside here. So we're moving. We're going to charge up and have breakfast before we start walking again. Good morning. Promo today, you guys. So if you find a sticky note on your car, it means you win, and it's your job to help me figure out what the fuck is going on here and where my millions have been stashed away. And then I'll split them with you when we get them. Make sure you say here when I do the attendance. Hi, you guys. So I'm doing my photo shoot. It's super lit. This is actually one of my favorite. I can't open my eyes. The sun's like shining directly. This is one of my favorite locations so far since we've started the trip, or since we've left Oak Street, and I'm super excited to share it with you. There's a fire department benefit. Stop by if you can. We're at Isle, or here. Davenport, Iowa. Davenport, right? Davenport, Iowa. I'm here. Okay. Can you do it? Apparently around these parts, they think it's fake and plastic to be tons of shit. Don't be a hater, bitch. It's not phony to be lots of stuff. It's impressive. Don't be a hater. Learn more. If you're hating on me, mama, learn more. Back in civilization, semi-civilization. Davenport is the largest city that we have seen since we left Chicago on, last week sometime. So I'm at Starbucks having a coffee and getting some things together for a photo shoot that I'm going to do today before we leave Davenport. And then hopefully we will be taking a bus either to Kansas City or Las Vegas. We shall see. So I'll let you guys know. So far we've walked about, I would say, 500 miles at least, and combine everything in Chicago to Rosemont to all the way up here. And we've probably gotten a ride for about 100 miles. So we're doing well. We're hanging in there, and we're making progress. This is a clock tower with this contraption attached going to this section of area. I'm sure they're like loading boats or something. Who knows? But who knows? DM me. What is this? I'm heating up my fucking Chef Boyardee. Xavier's a savage. He ate his shit cold. I'm straight. Heat her up, get her done. You guys, so we made it here to a quick star. If anyone wants to do us a huge favor and sponsor Xavier's shower, he really needs a shower. I gave him a deep oil treatment with tea tree on his luxurious Tarzan locks earlier today. It's $16. If you would like to send it via Cash App, I will post the info on the next screen, and you are the MVP. Love cars. Cars are kind of my jam. Look at this. Collectors. Mint. That is so sexy. And look, a Tesla right behind it. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, very good. Can you even imagine, like, let me just drive up the hill to my mansion where I'll retire in my bedroom with my view of the river. How gorgeous. It's 9:48. I wanted to leave early, but I do every day and I never do. I'm frustrated. I'm gonna be good vibes, or try at least. Put on some music and get back to walking. If you want to send me a gift, I take e-gift cards to my email or Cash App deposits. I love you guys. I'm sorry I'm cranky. No, I'm not making the announcement. Please stop making insinuations about the announcement. I'll let you guys know when I'm able to make the announcement. It's just about my health, no big deal. Okay, so anyways, just to reiterate, as I have every other day, yes, I want to press charges against everyone involved in looking the other way while I am repeatedly raped, robbed, and abused. I have received no assistance or intervention with regards to the 16 jobs that I obtained over the past 20 months and was chased out of within the first week for no explanation or reason that made sense. OnlyFans, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm a month behind in posting. I have all of the posts, and I've attempted at least 3-4 times a week to do a major dump, and I continue to, I don't know what the fuck, with my with my downloads, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But anyways, every time I try to upload it or export it from Snapchat, there's some issue. So, all of September will be up soon. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me and supporting me through this, the most corrupt shit I've ever lived through. I feel like they're giving me impersonators of a person I love. And that these people are nothing even remotely similar to the one that I cared about. And that these ones are awful and they don't give a fuck about me at all. And if they don't give a fuck about me at all, what am I doing crossing the country with them? Like, it doesn't make sense. I feel like I'm being exploited again, used, abused. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm tired. Anytime I find myself in a good place or like experience any amount of happiness, like they come at me full throttle. Like, you cannot even understand from all angles, like online, in person. The only one person I have regular communication with. Like, it's just so much right now. So I don't know. If I decide to go back home, I have to walk 5 hours in the opposite direction that we've just been walking for the last 24 hours. Literally, as soon as we pulled up to this gas station, the police came again. Like, I'm walking down the street. That's it. There's no arguing. We weren't even talking. That makes, I think, 12 or 13 police contacts, unwanted police contacts for absolutely no lawful reason since we left Chicago. Like, what the fuck? How can anyone be expected to live this way? I don't know. And then if I continue in the other direction, I have to deal with fucking this guy and this smell, and I'm getting sick to my stomach. Like, it's awful. I'm fucking nauseous. I don't know. Good morning. I am eating breakfast. I won't even discuss last night. And this is a sample breakfast. So this is a gas station breakfast, as healthy as I can get it. I've got a Jimmy Dean's, that's 12 grams of protein, a coffee, an iced coffee, a 42-gram protein to start the day off with a lot of protein, some beef jerky, and then to satisfy my sweet tooth, and because of the low blood sugar thing, a little Nutty Buddy. I'll probably have half now and half later. But I'm ready to go home. We'll see what happens if my mood changes, but I'm more than ready to go home. Unless we're able to commandeer a fishing boat. Hi you guys, so we are at the, where are we? We are at the, we're waiting for a Greyhound, hopefully. And I don't know where we're going. I might give up. All right, so I'm almost done with this makeup here. We're in an old mall here in Iowa. The people use this mall to get their walk on. I'm proud of y'all. Keep on drinking water, keep on walking. Fitness, healthy. Get those bodies right and tight. There's a taco place. You know I love tacos, but Xavier and I need to go to Walmart first because he needs to pick up a money order. So, we're about to go do that. We're wasting the day. We only walked about 5 miles today, maybe 10. But yesterday we did about 30 miles, 20 miles, and every other day. The least miles we've done in a day is about 4 or 5 miles in the least. So, and the most is 20 to 30 miles a day. And we've walked every day that we've been on this experience. Look at what Walmart is doing now. Vinyls. This is so dope. They're selling vinyl records, and they come with booklets, posters. That's the Beyonce, and that's her new record with Alien Superstar. Look at Kendrick. This was me. This was Lewis holding me with my baby. Same age difference. I think this is so cool. And then they have the record player right there for $100. I want one so bad. Is this Donald Trump? Oh no, the Rolling Stones. I thought it was Donald Trump. All right, you guys. So the health scare I was telling you guys about earlier ends up turning out that I am pregnant. Very exciting because I love children and being a mother has always been my first passion. Very terrifying because of the situation, and a lot of you know, some of you may not. It's just scary, very scary 9 months. Anyways, I am on my way back to Chicago because I can't afford to walk around the United States for 3 to 4 months aimlessly while I'm pregnant. If anyone wants to help me out, we will be returning later on tonight. I need desperately a gym membership. Desperately. You guys know my Cash App. Please keep the comments to yourself. I am doing my best to... I'm happy, you know, regardless of whether the father is. We're in Iowa now. We were stopped. How many times were we stopped, Xavier? 20 or 30 times, literally, just making this walk, the 11 days, 12 days that it took us to make this walk. So it's a hard time. It's a happy time. It's a confusing time. Chicago, I'll see you soon. I've never been so happy to say that. Just the feeling of anxiety and being terrified and... Lastly, for all of you who don't believe that I've been endlessly and tirelessly for the last 3 years calling all these resources and doing every single thing I can. I've worked 16 jobs and I've been chased out of, bullied, harassed, stalked out of. I'm intelligent. That they've already told me 2 or 3 times, so. If you do have any workable solutions or advice, my DM is always open. Just please let it be constructive. Thank you. Okay, so as you guys know, this is my very first time riding a fucking Greyhound bus. In whatever, the departure said 2:40. I was all excited, like, ooh, maybe it'll be fun riding a bus. And we get here at 2:40 and it's 3:30 and the bus is still not here. And look at the fuck. Like, it's not like an airport or like a Union Station type of deal. It's like a strip mall. So my anxiety is like, is this the right spot? Did they already pass us? What could possibly be happening? I go on the app, no updates. Xavier called twice. What did they say, Xavier?
Any second.
Okay, thanks. He said any second, so we'll fucking see. Good morning, you guys. So we're back in Chicago. Slept in a fucking tent. Again, this is day 60. It's unacceptable. The local law enforcement here, as well as government officials, everyone is aware. I've spent hours and months emailing all of these people about all of the abuse, filing numerous petitions in person, numerous police reports in person. We've also informed officials around the rest of the state, as well as Iowa, and now about everything, the rapes, the robberies, the assaults, and now the pregnancy. So we are going to go walk over to see about Xavier getting a job. He has some interviews for delivery positions, and then we're going to go over to the hospital to have some blood work for me. Again, still waiting out in the open, very, very open, in the middle of Millennium Park for anyone to do anything. All right, so a lot of you are asking for action items. What can you do to help? I need immediately a storage locker. It's $60. I need immediately access to a gym where I can work out and stay healthy and calm my mind through all of this bullshit. Lifetime would be ideal. I can also do LA Fitness. That's it. It has to be LA Fitness or Lifetime. There are no other gyms around this area. Xavier has an interview today. I'm going on an interview to deliver with Amazon. We'll see what happens. It's next week. I cannot live this way. This is unlawful, unethical, illegal. I am being ignored. All of the police reports I have filed have not been answered. I need help. And again, there are so many people who are completely aware of the situation. Friends of mine who were there witnessing the abuse firsthand, watching me make the calls to the police. There are hundreds of thousands of witnesses on my first and previous Instagrams and social medias of me going to the courthouse for orders of protection, going to the police for assistance. No one assisting in any way, shape, or form. Since that time, I've been robbed numerous times for my medication, for my clothing, all of my hygiene products like this. I have purchased this lotion at least 10 times, and it has been fucked. They open up the top, and when I come back, all of the lotion is oozing out. You can kind of see it here. And they add something to the inside, and the lotion is either causes it to start drying or pouring out all over my purse. And it's not just with the lotion. Sorry, the video cut off. Every single item that I have, they destroy my clothing. They have stolen at least 6 pairs of shoes, at least. And that's not including when they robbed my apartment. This is just since I was unlawfully thrown out of my home at 2037 West Roscoe. And that was in January 2020. So the assistance I keep being promised, I've called Between Friends, Lizzie Hundren. I've called every domestic abuse resource shelter in the city. I've called every human trafficking resource in the city. My advice to you ladies, if you are being trafficked, run. Run the fuck away and figure it out on your own. Do not call these 1-800 numbers. I feel as though by doing so, all I did was put myself in a position for bigger predators. I've never had to sleep outside before. I've never had my medication, someone go through, a stranger at that, go through my bag and steal my medication. I've never dealt with any of that until I called the human trafficking hotline. So anyways, now I'm doing a face mask and getting ready to go to Xavier's interview. Thank God now we have a solution to all the stuff that we have to carry problem. And we have this little car. It's like an accordion wagon. Thank you to all of these sponsors. And Ready to go. What a change, right, from yesterday. I'm heading to Northwestern for blood work right now to make sure everything's okay and the levels are where they're supposed to be. If you can help in any way with the storage, that would be fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and post my deposit information for the Cash App. Love you guys so much. If you can't help, I still love you. So now I'm at Northwestern having blood work drawn for the pregnancy, and someone entered into my medical record that my primary address is DuPage County Prison. So I'm waiting for a manager right now so that I can get a printout of the audit of who would enter that into my demographic. It's not funny. It's not a joke. There's nothing funny about it. So we are now at Northwestern in Streeterville waiting for management. So Xavier and I made this little makeshift shelter. Okay, it's open. It's 9 a.m. We're in a public park, Portage Park. Some big, huge black guy just comes up to this little area where we are and says that we have to go. I'm fucking sorry, sir, but that will be the 5th time in the last 3 days someone has told me I had to go. I'm sitting in a public, little bitch, public park where I paid taxes for the last 15 years of my life to be able to come to spaces like this, to be able to relax, to breathe fresh air, to chill, to have somewhere to rest. A public park. Why the fuck in 3 days am I being told 5 times I can't sit in a public park? Why is that? Let me remind everyone that I've never been convicted of a crime. I have 17 unanswered police reports, 5 unanswered in-person court petitions. No one has helped me with the rape, the robbery, or the assault. I've walked 130 or more miles in the last 7 fucking calendar days. And you mean to tell me on a Sunday morning I can't fucking lay on the ground in the goddamn park? Are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding? Who is this clown? So, again, after being woken up this morning by some fake cop telling us that we needed to leave, and I told them, actually, no, we're in a public place. If you'd like, you can call the real cops, see if they do something. And then he walked away and disappeared. P.S. Dude was wearing a 5-point star on his shirt, looking super official, polo, saying that he worked here. He doesn't fucking work here. We're at Portage. He doesn't fucking work here. There's a whole fucking festival here. You do not fucking work here. So the police never showed up, or they pulled up to the corner and then drove away. The 911 operator was very nice, and I didn't call police. He called police. He said, I'm going to call police if you don't leave. And I said, you know what? Let me do one better for you. I'll call them myself. I'll see what the laws are. I am in a public fucking park. How dare you? And if this is not targeting, then I don't know what is. And I don't know how to live like this. 25 days outside, no shelter, nowhere to sleep. How the fuck is this happening? After us being left in the woods again, who just put his hands on me, as well as Xavier, and kicked me and pushed me and seems to be, I don't know, leave him the fuck alone, you piece of shit. Clearly Xavier is trying to walk away from him. Dude, you're a little bitch, bro. He's salivating at the mouth. Should I hit him? Would I be within my rights? Let's see. Seems like they're having a friendly conversation.